Hey everyone, and welcome back to Nurse Love Addiction. Last time, Asuka chose to ignore Itsuki and focus on her studies more. And then we also got kidnapped. That was a thing that happened. Not lured away by women in bathing suits with sweets. This time, no, it was a mysterious woman in a red car asking for directions. And now we're here. She's brought us here to the quote-unquote lab, right? Itsuki's lab for her Dojin game. And without further ado, the light of the space suddenly comes burning into my eyes. At the same time, I look at my surroundings with a strong sense of disbelief. For a moment, I feel as if I must be having some kind of hallucination. I've been here only once before, but I remember it clearly. The experience was unforgettable.
Laboratory.
It's the headquarters of Itsuki's video game development club.
そりゃItsukiがつけたカモフラージュ用の名前だよ。ここは灰沢小児医療センターがなくなった後、その残党、私らのことだけど、残党どもが集まって作ったグループ、ラボラトリーの拠点さ。
That's certainly something I wasn't expecting. And who are you, miss?
Huh?
I take a big gulp of air and look at the woman. A cover? Survivors? Laboratory?
Itsuki からは聞いてないんだよな。あいつ言ってないって言ってたし。まあ、昔あいつの女に私らに協力してるのがバレそうになったんだと。
So this is like a twist within a twist, right? Because when we first find out or get a hint about what Itsuki's doing, it sounds really suspicious. Like there's something a lot more serious going on than a Dojin game club. And then Asuka gets brought to the quote-unquote lab, and it turns out to be, you know, this quote-unquote Dojin game club, which it still must be to some degree. I mean, we did go to the con and dress in the cosplay and all that, so there has to be some significance to that still. But now it's like, but I digress. Like now it's like it's twisted again, and it's like a psych. This really was like some weird. I mean, I don't even know what's going on, but some weird like lab survivors group. What do you guys do? What are you doing? Tell me.
とっさに連絡取ってるのは趣味の集まりってことにしたらしいんだ。それでつけたのが萌え萌えラボラトリー。通称ラボってところは同じ。その方がバレにくいだろうからってな。
Even though I hear what the woman is saying, I can't really comprehend it. What is she talking about?
あげく、本当にゲーム作りまで始めた時はバカじゃねって思ったもんさ。あなたは
Yes, please have some manners and introduce yourself. I know you kidnapped me, which was very rude, by the way, but you could at least do me the courtesy of telling me your name?
ああ、Itsukiから聞いてないか？クラクスミカ。なんかラボの中じゃ過激派扱いされてさ、リアリストって呼べよな、ムカつく。クラクスミカ。
I feel like I've heard this name before. Yes, if I remember correctly, she was the person who was responsible for the illustrations of Prima.
Itsuki からはゲームの絵を描く人だって。ああ？ふざけんな。描けねえし描きたくもねえよ。絵もあいつが描いてんだ。
My words are stuck in my throat. I feel like I can't say another thing.
まだ何にも理解できてねえって面だな。そりゃ、だって。
Well, no, how could we understand anything? You still haven't told me what the real agenda is here.
まあ、場合によっちゃここで命を落とすことになるのかもしんねえし。しゃあねえ。面倒だけど教えてやるか。
See, this is what I thought what was going to happen to us the first time we came to the lab. I totally thought there was some crazy shenanigans and we wouldn't make it out alive, potentially. It was like a fake out. Why is this game so good at doing that? I already found out that she's not the type of person who bluffs, so I immediately fall silent. And besides, I think it might be better just to listen to what she has to say anyway.
もともと私たちは灰沢小児医療研究センターって場所で働いてた。私は警備員みたいな仕事だったけど、研究者やってた連中もいる。佐野博美とは会ってんだろ確か。あいつはそっち研究畑の人間だった。センターはさ、まあ表向きはその名前の通り難しい病気を抱えたガキどもを治療するための施設って触れ込みだったけど、実態はそんなお偉いもんじゃなかった。
癒しの手とかそういう力の素養を持った子供を研究してたって。
なんだ知ってんのかよ。大幸アスカって記憶なくしてんじゃねえの？
それは話として聞いたってだけで。
ああ、Itsukiが話したのか。あいつこっちに報告してたことと全然違うじゃねえかよ。やっぱ
There's no hesitation or speech. She means it. I feel no surprise or fear, maybe because my senses have already gone numb. I find myself just numbly listening to her words.
だったら話は早え。センターはなくなって、そこで働いてた私らも行き場をなくした。センターじゃ犯罪じみたことばっかやってたから、そこを追ん出されてもどうしようもなかった。で、私らはつるんで活動することにしたのさ。所長の研究を引き継ぐみたいにしてな。だからグループ名はラボラトリー。
Laboratory.
まあ、立ち上げたリーダーは絶賛行方不明中なんだけど。
行方不明。
どっかで死んでるんだろう。多分死体も残らない形でな。いろいろ危ない橋を渡ってたし。
どこの世界の話だろう。
I find myself wondering if those kinds of things can really be happening in the country I've been living in. It's so disturbing.
とにかくセンターじゃいろいろ非合法な研究してて、どうやらそれは金になるらしいって分かった。そういう意味じゃ所長の研究を引き継いだって言っても志は全く別。所長はよくわからん研究使命に燃えてたみたいだけど、私らは研究を金に変えることしか興味ねえから。
は
あ。で、稼ぐためには所長の研究の成果ってやつが必要だが、これが肝心なところがすげえ厳重に隠されててよ。センターがなくなった後に私らがどんだけ調べても全然わからねえでやんの。じゃあ切り口変えるかってセンターにいた被験体ガキどもの中に何か知ってるやつがいないかって調べ出して、そこでItsukiと知り合って。あいつは私らに協力することになったんだ。正式にメンバーに加わったわけじゃねえけどね。自分が協力する代わりに昨夜には近づくなって。
Yeah, and I'm guessing they don't know anything about Now either, since we know Now was at the center of the Hayazawa research anyways, and that she was kept a secret.
昨夜さんを守 守るために。
で、てめえだよ、大幸アスカ。
Yeah,
こ
come
こ
on.
でてめえの名前が出てくるんだよな。
So long-winded you are. Just get to the point.
私？
センターがなくなった後、てめえは死亡ってことで処理されてた。遺体が見つかったわけでもねえのに、行方不明って段階をすっ飛ばして死亡ってな。で、死んだはずのてめえが実は生きてたって樹から報告があって、しかも都合よくセンターにいた間の記憶だけがないときたもんだ。
As she says this, her gaze moves sharply towards me, as if her eyes are trying to pierce right through me.
どうよ、匂うだろう。最初に言い出したのはヒロミだった。大幸アスカの記憶喪失はできすぎてる。だとすれば、その失われてる記憶に何か秘密があるんじゃないかってな。
Wouldn't you like to know?
そんな。
From utter surprise, my bound-up body makes a little jump.
私に秘密？ないよそんなの。私だって。
それを決めるのはてめえじゃねえ。少なくとも記憶をなくしてるてめえじゃな。
Feeling threatened, I keep silent. There's a throbbing pain in my heart, and feeling it again, I feel as if the current me is being ignored again. It's making me feel frustrated and depressed.
言っとくとよ、ないならないでいいのさ。ただ、私らもだいぶ手詰まりでな。可能性があるなら、どんなことでもチャレンジってわけだ。涙ぐましいだろう。なのに、樹と来たら、大幸アスカの件は自分に任せろって言って聞かねえし。
So then I wonder if bringing Asuka to the lab the first time to try on the Prima cosplay was an attempt to convince them that Asuka was harmless, lost her memories, all that, maybe? A scene from last year comes floating up in my mind when I saw Itsuki calling on her phone.
その件は私に一任だろ。あげくな、何の結果も出さねえうちに大幸アスカへの調査は打ち切り、以後調査追跡対象からは除外するとか決めてよ。
え？
聞けるかそんな話なあ。だから私が動いたの。
Made a move? She means the fact that she abducted me and took me here to the laboratory.
ああ、喋りすぎて喉乾いた。茶飲んでこよう。
After saying this, she walks away from me and disappears into another room. The kitchen, maybe. Being left alone, I feverishly start thinking. This whole story's been such a shock. It's all such a shock, but if this lady's story were true, then all of Itsuki's actions up to now suddenly make sense.
嘘だよ。
Those were the words she said to me when we met for the first time at Tedo Academy. Everything has been a lie all along. Probably everything Itsuki's ever told me has been a lie. She's a liar after all. Ugh, but she did begin by telling me it's not what it seems. I guess that was the truth, at least. I don't know.
っていうか私、樹のこと考えてる。
Well, considering the situation, I guess I can't help it. But because for all this time I've been so determined not to think about her, it feels kind of strange.
全然わかんないや、樹のこと。それに。
My words are stuck for a moment, but I say it anyway.
私が樹をどう思ってるのか。
Oh no! Why do I feel like this is gonna be a really important choice too? Okay.
セーブしました。
Well, honestly, if I had to choose how I'm feeling about Itsuki right now, I wouldn't say I hate her. I just think her behavior pisses me off, so I think I'm going to go with answer number 2.
ムカつく。
Yes, that's the best way to describe her. Infuriating. Every time I get involved with Itsuki, I end up in some incredible trouble. There hasn't been anything positive about that. She's so infuriating, so infuriating, so infuriating. But the one thing that infuriates me the most...
でも私樹を待ってるのかもしれない。
It's me thinking this. Suddenly, I hear a faint noise. The noise is coming from the window, so I turn to see. The person quietly opening the window and climbing through is no other than...
いや、
Oh, Itsuki to the rescue. All right, Itsuki. Just shh, right? My thoughts exactly. Just as I'm about to raise my voice, Itsuki signals to keep me silent. I'm confused. Why did Itsuki come in through the window? I don't understand, but it doesn't look like Itsuki is about to explain it to me.
スミカキッチン。じゃあすぐに戻ってくるな。正面からやり合ったらこっちが不利だ。私は隠れてるから何とかして隙作ってくれ。隙って。
That sounds really difficult.
とにかくスミカに逆らわず好きにさせてろ。そしたら多分。
Before Itsuki even finishes speaking, there's Sumika's voice from the kitchen.
おーい、てめえも飲むか。
Yes, I'd love some tea right now. It's being kidnapped makes you very, very thirsty. I can hear footsteps moving back in our direction.
樹。
Asuka, don't forget to ask for tea.
好きにさせて油断させるんだ。あとは私が何とかする。信じろ。
With these words, Itsuki steps away from me. She crouches down in the shadow behind a computer rack in the corner of the room. Almost simultaneously, Sumiko comes back.
なんで返事しねえんだよ。聞こえてたろ。
あ、それはその。
まあいいけど、喉乾いたら言えよ。茶くらいいつでもやる。
ありがとう。好きにさせるってどうやればいいの？
I'm feeling at my wit's end. I don't know. When suddenly...
落ち着いて見てみると。
Oh no. Sumika crouches down in front of me and brings her face right in front of mine.
何？
Oh, this is like the time at the beach with the girls and the candy. Foreshadowing, maybe?
可愛い顔してんな。なるほど。樹が気に入ってるだけはあるか。
樹が気に入ってる？
That's the first time I've heard that. Frankly, it's hard to believe. Her hand reaches out towards my chest. She grabs me by the shirt and pulls me towards her. Her face is so
て
close.
めえの唇奪ったら、樹怒るだろうな。それも面白い。
This is when you headbutt her. Asuka just beating her right in the head.
唇って。
気 キスするってことだよ。初めてってわけじゃねえんだろ。
Her face comes even closer. Kiss?
キスされちゃう。
For a moment, I feel an intense desire to resist. Oh. But Itsuki told us to let her do what she wants. So,
セーブしました。
well, I really want Asuka to just fucking headbutt her. Which, I don't know if that's what she would do if we resisted. At the same time, Itsuki told us to just let her do what she wants. So I'm gonna trust her. She said we should trust her. And I want to give Itsuki that chance. So hang on, darling. I'm sure Itsuki will stop her, Asuka. I don't want her to kiss me, but just let her do what she wants to put her off guard. I'll take care of the rest.
信じれる。
Exactly. Trust me. Her words are running through my mind. I let go of my resistance. Sumika looks at me amused.
へえ、抵抗しないんだ。結構乗り気とか。
違う。
いいね。じゃあキスの先まで楽しんじゃってもいいか。
キスの先って。
Her face comes even closer. Her hands are touching my skin. A cold chill runs up my spine.
もう無理。いつき。
And just as my heart calls out to her,
よくやった。抜けこ。
I hear Itsuki's voice, and in the same instant... Oh god, what did you do? Oh. Sumika's body is knocked to the side. She just like kick her? Yep. Itsuki kicks her from behind. Her head smashes into the wall, and the next moment she's looking at Itsuki with disbelief.
てめえ、いつ。
Itsuki kicks her again. Sumika passes out, and her body collapses to the floor. Through everything that just happened, I'd forgotten to blink my eyes even once. Itsuki looks at me. I look back up at her with a dumbfounded expression. I wonder to myself
なん
again.
でいつきがここにいるんだろう。
As my mind tries to come to terms with everything that has happened, while I still find myself in the state of utter astonishment, Itsuki comes closer. She speaks to me as she's loosening the ropes that I've been tied up with.
悪かった。ラボのやつが迷惑かけて。立てる？ほら。
Itsuki offers her hand to me. I take it without saying anything. I stand up.
どっか怪我してないか？
Even as she asks me this, I still can't manage to utter a single word. I just silently shake my head. Inside my mind, there's a feeling of happiness and relief that Itsuki has come to save me.
なんでいつきが来てくれたんだろう。
This question keeps on repeating itself again and again inside my mind.
なんでいつきが来てくれたんだろう。
Why?
大幸妹から電話あってさ、買い物に出たお姉ちゃんが帰ってこないって。私と会ってるかもって思ったらしい。で、もしかしてって思って来てみたら、スミカの車があってさ、ビンゴだった。
It's as if Itsuki had read my mind. But actually, not quite. That's not what I mean by why. What I really want to know is the reason why.
ヒロミに連絡して、スミカのことは警察に引き渡してもらう。後始末はヒロミに任せて、私らは行こうぜ。バイクで来てるから寮まで送るよ。
Itsuki talks to me in the way she always does. Whew. That was a little intense, huh? Alright, next time. We'll see how this gets resolved. I know Asuka's got some things she wants to say to Itsuki. And Itsuki's trying to pay it off all cool and not being completely honest, I think. So, talk to you on the next one. Take care.